Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to our new project, playing some Ace Combat here. First thing I'm going to do is go to sound settings. Last time when I tried to do this, it was just a tad bit too loud. So we're just going to adjust some things, just like so. Perfect, alright. We're going to just jump straight into this game, and I'll explain more stuff about it later. I'm actually going to play on normal mode. There's 4 of them you can see. Very easy, normal, and hard. We're going to play on normal mode, show some of the game off here. First things first, we've actually got a bit of a lengthy cutscene, so we're just going to sit here and just watch that together.
I was just a child when the stars fell from the skies. But I remember how they built a cannon to destroy them. And in turn how that cannon brought war upon us. War was an abstract idea, nothing more than a show on TV. As a child, I only saw it as something that happened in some faraway land. Until that final day of summer. One day while on my way to school, I looked up in the skies. A sound like distant thunder. In the blue skies far above me, contrails drew dizzying circles around in a crazy waltz. A battle in the beautiful skies far away. I could not tear my gaze away from them. A deafening roar. Sirens appeared, as if to graze the hills and streak past me. The fighters played the cat or the mouse in turn as they climbed swiftly into the sky. One fleeing plane fell out of the skies, spiraling and spewing orange flames to crash by the Cape. The same Cape where my family lived. Now they only live in my memories of days past. The victor circled around to confirm the kill. And on his craft, there was a large number 13 emblazoned in yellow. I will never forget this. The Allies retreated across the ocean before the onslaught of the enemy. Our little town in the heart of the mainland fell into deep isolation.
Yes, alright. So, first off, right off the bat, there's... The cutscenes are played by a character
4 years after the planetfall of the Ulysses
from a different point of view.
1994
And then there's
XF04
you
asteroids.
when you're playing the game.
Stonehenge,
So you kind of
the
have these 2
Erusian
point of
weapon of
views
mass
of what's
destruction,
happening,
was
but it's
originally
together
built to
they
shoot down
provide the
asteroids.
whole story.
Upon discovering its
We got
potential
more
as an
cutscenes, of
anti-aircraft
course.
weapon, the Erusians ruled the skies over the mainland. The ISAF's attempts to destroy Stonehenge through airstrikes failed. As a result, strategic positions on the mainland were lost. This in turn forced ISAF to evacuate from the east coast to North Point. ISAF GHQ is regrouping its remaining combat forces at North Point. However, the Erusians control most parts of the mainland, and they have forward deployed bombers to Wrigley Air Base, a former ISAF facility. This bomber force will attempt to deal a lethal blow to the ISAF at North Point from this strategic position.
Bada bing, bada boom. Put me in, coach. Alright, so now we go into the tactical briefing, because there isn't enough stuff to do. But there's our little continent that we'll be playing on.
Destroyed our early warning radar network, allowing several air bombers to penetrate our airspace. In 15 minutes, we expect this bomber formation to strike Allen Ford Air Base, and then move on to targets at North Point. Our air defense forces are extremely weak at this point in time, hence our GHQ is a sitting duck. It is mission critical that you destroy the bombers and neutralize the threat before they get past Newfield Island. Remember, you are the first line of defense for North Point, and the fate of ISAF lies in your hands.
Isn't that all? Just one-man army here, not a problem. So this is like the briefing. sort of the briefing screen. You can see like what's going on. You just skip through all that. Now you've got all these options. I'm actually going to save this file since it also saves all the options and whatnot. Very important. Use number 3. The other 2 files are just stuff that I'm doing for different reasons of playing this game. Never got around to finishing those particular objectives in there, but it'll be all good. You can also buy and sell like aircraft and or special weapons for them, but we can't do anything with that. We haven't earned money, so we're just going straight into here. So you just basically start with the F4E fighter here. That's just sort of your standard basic mode of transportation, as it were. It'll do good work though. It'll do just fine. And of all things, start on a little carrier. So our call sign is Mobius in this game. That's what they'll keep referring us to. Easy peasy. So there we go. Easy. Just handle an entire fleet of bombers with some escort fighters. No problem. So this was the first Ace Combat game that I did play. We're playing this on the PlayStation 2. Like, legitimately, we dusted the old girl off. We're back in combat. If the screen looks a little bit weird to you, like, all the green text went off, like, if it looks a little bit weird to you, it's supposed to look like that. Trust me, it's worse for me. It's not an easy thing to do. To get this to looking proper on the old screens here. I think I need 2 of those? I'm gonna need 2. Yep, that's fine. So, the radar on my bottom left shows you who's who and what's going on. Red targets are things I have to destroy in order to complete the mission. Pretty much every other color besides blue are optional targets. They can give you more points though, which in turn gives you more money. You need the money to get all the stuff. I believe it has a color-coded system where it's like yellow is like sort of mid-range amount of points, whites and gray are like low tier, you know, the basics. Yep, we'll just go after you. So, you start with I was gonna stall there. You start with just a complement of missiles just to get stuff going and all that. You've got your machine gun, which is also it's enough. And then by pressing select, you can switch to your special weapon, which in this case is bombs for me, which, as you'd imagine, rather useless when it comes to just air-to-air combat. Where is he? Where is he? Come here. I need you. You need to make some money here. There we go. So on top of like needing to destroy the targets, most of these missions have a time limit. In fact, I can probably safely say all of them have a time limit that we gotta beat them in. Usually this time limit's nothing to be worried about, honestly. It's not a terrible thing. Yep. There you go, mission accomplished. Now, fair point here, you can still die, even though it says mission accomplished. And checkpoints are a thing that doesn't really exist here, so you kind of just have to be like, nope. Just play it safe. Keep the nose of your craft pointed above the horizon. Should be fine there. Well, there we go. And then there's a replay thing. You can just view and watch over again. And then here's the score screen, which also is a replay. You just see how you flew around, the targets you took out. There's a couple of air targets apparently. And then you can just basically hit X to skip. So you get a reward for the mission on the left side, and then there's a rank bonus. If you get S rank, it gives you the maximum reward bonus for that mission. So that's why we try to get all the targets. Get the most money out of that. It's very important.
The war seemed to unfold in the blink of an eye. I don't remember exactly when the forces from the west occupied my town. I was too busy scanning the skies day after day, waiting for Yellow 13 to reappear. Before I knew it, everything changed. The language they taught us at school. Our friendly local sheriff disappeared and was replaced by foreign MPs. In the beginning, some people secretly tuned into broadcasts from North Point on their parabolic antennas. But as time passed, the broadcast no longer came in. Maybe the satellites were destroyed. All non-military computer networks were shut down. Gasoline was rationed to civilians. Though we lived in the 21st century, we were reduced to using crystal radios and horse-drawn carts. I moved in with my uncle in town, who used to be a taxi driver. Out of gasoline and out of work, my uncle did nothing but to drown himself in drink. I earned my keep by playing the harmonica in the town bar, the one thing I was good at. I'd play for sullen occupation soldiers in exchange for their charity and loose change, and used the money to support my uncle and myself. My uncle trash-talked the barkeep who catered to the enemy soldiers, but he never refused the money I brought home. As for myself, I had a crush on the barkeep's only daughter, who was a little older than me. Another day passed, yet still no sign of the fighter plane Yellow 13 in the skies above our town.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, it's a little bit of a, I guess, a heavy story. Not exactly the bright and cheerful that Nintendo likes to bring out, but it's actually like pretty good. Like these sort of, it's weird to call them side stories, but it's clearly not you experiencing the story. But we will take a break there. I plan these episodes that I'll do are definitely going to be based on the mission length, the cutscenes, and all that, rather than trying to see how much I can squeeze within, like 20-25 minutes. But we'll continue this next time. I've got more to talk about. It's just there's so much cutscenes in the beginning parts that not a whole lot for me to do, honestly. And that mission is so short. But don't worry, we've got stories to talk about for Ace Combat. In the meantime, I hope you're excited for this new series, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.